You're falling onto Mercury. This is a leaf blue glowing starry river. But this is probably another name scam. The Mercury in front of you has been captured with special imaging techniques, not visible to the naked eye. Actual photos of Mercury. Like this, yep. There's no water surface on Mercury, just a charred wasteland baked by the sun for 4.6 billion years. It looks like a lump of coal stuck in a wooden frame, blackened and scorching as if tossed next to a fire. You pass through that thin, almost negligible exosphere. There's no wind here, no clouds. Since Mercury orbits the sun almost perfectly upright, there aren't even seasons. You leap toward the bottoms of deep craters near the north and south poles, where sunlight never reaches, creating the solar system's most stable natural ice faults. You heard that right, the coldest ice hides in the sunniest neighborhood. You land safely on the surface. A wave of scorching heat hits instantly, over 400 degrees, and that's not the air temperature. It's the rock beneath you, baked through by the sun, radiating heat straight onto your skin, hot enough to melt streams and fibers into a puddle. And even stranger, when you step into a crater's shadow, the temperature plunges to minus 180 degrees Celsius. Without air to carry heat away, your skin freezes instantly, your front feet still sizzling while the back ones turn into human-shaped ice sticks. Looking down beneath you are countless hidden layers, piles of overlapping craters, the price of having no atmosphere. Even a single speck of cosmic dust can smash into the surface at tens of kilometers per second, leaving permanent marks. Look up. The sun doesn't rise in the east and set in the west. Instead, it traces a strange S-shape across the sky, sometimes even briefly reversing, because Mercury spins 3 times for every 2 orbits around the sun. A full day and night equals 2 complete Mercury years. Waiting here for a single sunset. Half a year passes on Earth. Unnoticed, you reach the edge of the Caloris Basin, clearly seeing the marks left by a disaster 3.9 billion years ago. A 100-kilometer-wide asteroid slammed down here like a thunderous hammer, blasting a crater about 1,550 kilometers across, big enough to wipe out all of India. Shockwaves circled Mercury entirely. Finally, at the opposite side of the impact, they forced the surface upward, forming chaotic terrain 2 kilometers high. Going deeper through thin crust and mantle, the scene before you is staggering. This tiniest planet in the solar system hides a massive, disproportionate iron core occupying about 85% of Mercury's radius, and 61% of its mass. Billion years ago, an even more catastrophic impact blew away most of Mercury's crust and mantle, leaving just this bare core. Luckily, the core hasn't completely cooled yet, making Mercury the only terrestrial planet besides Earth with a global magnetic field. You stand on the edge of Mercury's molten core. Overhead is soil scarred by 4.6 billion years of impacts, glaciers sleeping for billions of years in darkness, ice and fire side by side next to the sun. Next stop, we head toward the heart of the solar system, to touch the star that's been burning for 4.6 billion years, the blazing sun.